Welcome back to Chris Introvert Meditation Videos. I just wanted to do a really quick video because something came across my newsfeed and I wanted to share it with all of you. Here are a few reasons on why you aren't happy. I know this is not a very happy topic, ironically, but it is a reality, and I think we really need to embrace it in order for it not to have control over us. Because in 2022, we're all about being free-minded and being able to really take control of our life without feeling like we're being crashed around in a bunch of waves of uncertainty, because I don't want to go surfing in 2022. I definitely don't want to do that. If you're not a part of this channel's family, join the family. Let us grow. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I get to come onto camera. It's like I'm trapped, so help free me. So welcome again to Chris Introvert Meditation Videos. So we're going to go over the reasons why you aren't happy. There'll be 6 of them, so get your pen and your paper and let's get to work. Number 1, deep down inside you may feel undeserving of happiness. I don't know about you, but sometimes I do feel like I don't deserve happiness, and I really should investigate why I think this. A lot of the times we just feel internally, why should I be happy? There's so many people in the world who are suffering. Why do I deserve to have X, Y, and Z? I'm not doing anything spectacular. I'm not the best at X, Y, and Z. So again, why do I deserve it? And you start to question good things happening in your life. And it's really unfair to yourself, because who gave you the authority to be terrible to yourself? We take in a lot of things that have happened to us in our life and make it seem as if it's a fact. Like if someone says you are this, you are that, you start to think, I am this, I am that. And then it starts to become a unconscious and subconscious program that you have playing in the background of your mind that's really stopping you from progressing in a really positive direction in your life. So you're allowing people to live rent-free in your head for no reason. That's not okay. And deep down inside, you shouldn't be questioning why you deserve good things in life. You just do. That's it. You deserve to have great things happening in your life. Number 2, you may choose unhappiness as punishment because of guilt and regret over past events. Okay, I can relate to this. I'm feeling a little bit attacked, definitely, for sure. In life, we are not perfect beings, and sometimes we do things that may be unkind to others and unkind to ourselves. So we continue throughout our life feeling as if we are under punishment, as if we are grounding ourselves daily because of the things that we've done in the past. And that's just not fair. We really need to start practicing self-compassion and learn the reality is that we do make mistakes and that we are not perfect. And if you are not perfect, it doesn't mean that you don't deserve to have good things in your life. It means that you've given yourself the opportunity to learn, hey, what I did was not cool, and this can affect how I feel about things in the future, thus making me feel as if I don't deserve to have good things in the future. So you start to really narrow down your life and the experiences that you have because you feel, I'm a bad person. I do not deserve to have this because of the things that I've done, and I feel bad about it. So daily you are punishing yourself, letting yourself not have any sort of true pleasure in life because you feel not positive feeling towards yourself, aka, maybe hate, maybe you're feeling regret, maybe you're feeling shame, maybe you're feeling something that's unnamed, you're not sure on what that feeling is, but it's an emotion that is inside of you. And we learned what emotion means. It's energy in motion. It's an emotion inside of you that has nowhere to go. So instead of exercising that emotion out of yourself, you kind of sit with it, and it starts to really wind you up a lot, making you feel a bunch of things, and it's just not a fun feeling at all. Number 3, you may not actually know how to be happy because all you've ever known is unhappiness. Wow, I'm feeling attacked again. This is hitting home. You definitely can have this mindset if you are not sure on what exactly happiness is because you're used to feeling a certain way. You grew up in an environment that didn't nurture the feeling of happiness. So it's kind of a foreign concept to you. It's kind of like a foreign language. And we don't automatically know a second language. We have to learn that language. So in a way, we have to learn how to be happy. Now, how do we do this? Like, where do we even start? Like, do I go somewhere in the dictionary? What do I do? It's about looking at the small things in life. It's about gratitude. And you're like, where do I even start? Well, in the morning, when you open up your eyes, that's one. I feel happy because I'm awake. Or the realization of I'm awake. You don't have to necessarily affix a feeling or thought to it, but the reality is I'm awake. I'm getting coffee. You are nurturing that part of yourself that wants those things, that can see those things without having to actually name and point them out on a consistent basis. They are just reality. I'm going for a walk. I'm outside. These are quiet, subtle ways of being thankful for things and really great ways to experience happiness without articulating, this is happiness. This is what happiness feels like. This is what sadness feels like. This is what this feels like. You are just acknowledging things as they are and as they are happening. And in one day, you're going to say, I'm so happy that the sun is out today. And maybe you went 50 days by just saying, I'm outside. The wind is blowing. The sun is hot. Now you can start to put words to things, which will probably open up your life to a whole bunch of new experiences, which is super exciting. So get ready for those times to be happening in your life. And in the comments, let me know how you experience happiness on a daily basis and some things that you are grateful for. Number 4, being unhappy may protect you from disappointment. I feel this. This is about being in your comfort zone of sadness, and I definitely have been living in that comfort zone for a very long time because you don't want to be let down. Being let down it makes you feel depressed. It makes you feel like you can't do anything except be unhappy, and being unhappy is one of the easiest things you can ever do because you really don't have to do anything. It kind of just is. It's its own thing, and you live within that. And you can gas yourself up to think, this is going to fail. This is just going to be a terrible time. And in reality, you don't know what it's going to be. You're already just adding your own flavor and spice to this soup of life, and you're making it really, really not palatable. You're already making it unenjoyable. So instead of going into situations thinking, this is just going to be terrible, just go into the situation. See what it's like. Just experience it for what it is. Don't put any sort of labeling on it. Don't put, this cap on this ceiling of fun already. Just go into it and breathe yourself into that space and just see where it takes you. See what happens. Number 5, you may be living for other people and not for yourself. When you are living for other people, you definitely are not living for yourself. You are living through their eyes. You're living through their experiences. You're living through their wants and wills, and you are kind of not aware that you too have these sorts of thoughts and feelings and actions that you want to exhibit onto the world. So you're kind of a stranger onto yourself, and that's not good. You're like your first, best, only roommate you're ever going to have that you can never, ever leave until your very last breath, obviously. But before then, the life that you're living is full of adventure and abundance if you want that. And sometimes even if you don't want it, it will start coming towards you because you will start feeling this calling and this pull towards certain things that you've never felt before. And let me know if you felt that in the comments below. You just felt, I need to go here because of this feeling. Before I moved to Chicago, I just kept thinking, I need to go here. And I wasn't sure why, because I grew up in smaller towns. So why was I going to move to a larger city? Why did I need to be around millions and millions of people when I am an introvert and I just want to be with myself? Coming to a larger city gives you the opportunity to really grow and start to really just depend on yourself, which allows you to grow into the best version of yourself in many instances. And you start to learn what authenticity is. You're not going to learn it, the first couple of years of being somewhere. It really can take years for you to start to develop the inner voice that guides you to where you need to go. And it starts to imbue you with the power that you've always wanted to have. And the people that you've looked up to for your entire life, that energy starts becoming a part of you. So start living your own dreams. Start listening to your own voice. Start using your own voice in your daily life. Even if you're just starting in your mind, that's a great place to start because eventually it's going to grow so much that it has to come out and you'll need to express yourself, maybe in some sort of creative adventure at first, but you have to start getting your voice out there so you can be heard, so people can hear all the beautiful things that you need to say and want to say. So it's definitely a growth experience and it's very exciting. So let me know if you're already on that step, because I think a lot of you are. I can definitely feel it. Number 6, painful past experiences may have created a subconscious desire to return to unhappiness. Let me read that again. Painful past experiences may have created a subconscious desire to return to unhappiness. This is going to speak again to the comfort zone. A lot of us don't want to let go of the hurt and the pain that we've experienced in our life because it is so familiar to us. And the person that was created out of all of that pain is lonely and sad. And we feel our current self has to keep that version of ourself company. And leaving that part of ourself makes us feel guilty. And that's really sad if you think about it. Just think of it as your inner child. And this child is just sitting in a corner, and your current self is just sitting there with them saying, I'm so sorry this happened. I wish this never happened. How are you feeling? Or maybe they don't know what to say, and you two are just sitting together in this room. But part of you knows that you need to grow and you need to thrive, but you're really not sure on what to do. But you know that you cannot leave that part of yourself behind. So you just sit there with it. You sit there with the pain. You sit there with the anguish. You sit there with these feelings that are so, so heavy. You don't want to lift them off of your shoulders. You just want to be there with them. In a way, you're wanting to comfort those bad feelings. You're wanting to validate those feelings that they're still there, saying, I didn't forget you. I know that you're still there. You can go on with your life, and those feelings will still be there. But you do not need to have them weigh you down. You do not have to have them actively bury you in your life every single day. It's okay to fall down sometimes and look back and say, this is what happened, and I feel really bad about it. And I'm not pleased with how I was or the things that happened to me or to the people that were in my life at that time frame. But that doesn't mean you have to pay for that for the rest of your life. And I think a lot of us are really hard on ourselves because we want to have this thought that we do have a perfect life and the things that happened to us were embarrassing. And we don't want to even admit that to ourselves. And we think if someone finds out about these things, they're not going to accept us. They're not going to love us. They're going to see us so differently. But we see ourselves differently. And a lot of the times we don't love ourselves because we're not perfect, because we're not the person we thought that we should be at this point in our life. And we're putting so much pressure on ourselves. We're putting so much pressure on ourselves and not giving ourselves the opportunity to truly grow into who we want to be. And this is causing us to be unhappy. And these are just 6 reasons why we're unhappy. And I'm going to go over them again. Number 1. Deep down inside, you may feel undeserving of happiness. Number 2, you may choose unhappiness as punishment because of guilt and regret over past events. Number 3, you may not actually know how to be happy because all you've ever known is unhappiness. Number 4, being unhappy may protect you from disappointment. Number 5, you may be living for other people, not for yourself. Number 6, painful past experiences may have created a subconscious desire to return to unhappiness. Now, these are just a few reasons why you aren't happy, and I am sure there's tons more. And if you know of any, drop them in the comments below, and let's see how many other people can relate to the things that you feel. We feel lonely a lot of the time because we feel there is no community for our feelings. And little do we know, we all experience some of the exact same feelings consistently and consecutively throughout this world. It's weird, right? It's weird to think someone in Iowa could feel the same way someone else does in California. So let's connect in the comments. Let's figure out what's going on and let's thrive through this year of 2022. It's weird. Whenever you say 2022, it sounds like 2020 part 2, which is really scary. And I saw that meme a couple of days ago. And I know we're still in what's going on for the past 2 years. When will it end? I don't know. But we will get through this together. We're going to thrive and grow together in 2022. So get excited. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe and like and share. And also, I'll see you again. Thank you so much for listening to Chris Introvert meditation videos. There are meditation videos on here, obviously, on this channel. And more will be released in the upcoming weeks. I'm super excited for this channel to grow, so please excuse my hyperness. Have a great day. Namaste. Bye.